What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at a very strong Regirock team in the Ultra League Remix Cup. Now, I built my Regirock a week ago to try it out in the Open Ultra team with the full intent of featuring a Regirock team there because the Regirock looked like it had a lot of play. However, after building it, I did have some success, but it just didn't feel like it was strong enough for me to recommend to people because you have to invest a full 100 candy into Regirock plus 100,000 Stardust to get that second move, and man, I mean, that's expensive. I know Stardust can be tough to come by, and I did not want to recommend it if it was not top notch. So I put it in the back burner. I tried out some other teams, played around with them, but then I came back to Regirock in the Ultra League Remix Cup, and I went 5-0 my very first set with this new team. And not only that, this team's just been mad consistent for me over the last couple days. So I definitely wanted to put this video out so y'all could see it, see how strong this Pokemon is and this team is. I mean, you can see like right there, I got off so many stone edges. It was a core breaker for this person's team, and I would have got even one more stone edge if they didn't sneak an ice shard through. So it's put me in a great spot in this game. You're going to see a lot more games of this. I have Drifblim as my safe swap, running its normal moveset with Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball, and I have Toxicroak as my closer, running counter Mud Bomb and Sludge Bomb. So let's go ahead and jump on into game number 2. Alright, so we have Regirock up against a Gliscor, and I believe that's how you say it because it's a gliding scorpion. I always call it Gliscor, so I apologize if I mess it up. But yeah, we're going to be getting to the Stone Edge very quickly, and that's the big advantage of Regirock versus Registeel. Stone Edge is only 55 energy, whereas Registeel's cheapest move, Flash Cannon, is 70 energy, so much cheaper. Look at this, catching the Earthquake on our Drifblim, double resisted Earthquake. We do have to watch out for the Night Slashes. They will be hitting for super effective, but they will not be one-shotting Drifblim from this range. So I can go straight for the Icy Wind to get the shield, since that is double super effective into Gliscor. And they are going to be swapping out into Registeel after banking a lot of energy. So they are probably at another Earthquake. I do have to be cautious of that later in the game. But they're going to come in with Registeel. Potentially, I should have thrown the Icy Wind first because I probably would have survived this Flash Cannon if I did, and I might have even been able to get off 2 Shadow Balls. But anyways, I technically survived, but I didn't realize it, and they got off one more lock on it. It took me out. No big deal. I can come in now with my Toxicroak, throw this Mud Bomb immediately. That way I don't have to debate if I want to shield the Flash Cannon or not, and they're going to be coming back in with Gliscor. Now I'm going to call the bait. I don't think that they're going to go straight for the Earthquake, and it is just the Night Slash. Does absolutely nothing to Regirock because Regirock is bulky. Alright, so they're going to come in now with Venusaur. Venusaur, of course, doing super effective damage to Regirock because of rocks take super effective damage from grass type moves. But I'm able to spam off 2 Stone Edges. One takes them down to half health. The next one gets their second shield off, and now they are going to be throwing at me. They're basically at the back-to-back Frenzy Plants. I could shield this and potentially win that way, but I feel safer coming in with my Toxicroak because I know I can eat 1 Frenzy Plant here, and then I can overfarm by quite a bit. They still have that Gliscor alive. I'm going to need a Sludge Bomb to take out that Gliscor because the Mud Bombs are going to be double resisted. The counters are also resisted. Sludge Bomb's also resisted, but it will hit hard enough. So I'm going to be overfarming by quite a bit here. They're coming in with Gliscor now. They're going to be throwing, I know it's only the Night Slash, no way that they had enough energy to throw the Earthquake, but I do have to respect the damage because I am getting low on health. So I throw one more counter, going for the Sludge Bomb here, and now it's a race. Can I get to this Mud Bomb before they get to a Frenzy Plant? Yes, I can. This will be enough to take out the Venusaur, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. All right, moving into the next one, have Regirock up against an Escavalier lead. So that's a pretty tough lead for my Regirock. Of course, they are doing super effective damage with their counters, their fast move, and Drill Run, which is their cheapest charge move. So I'm going to come in with Toxicroak here. And this is the only matchup where I'm going to be coming in with Toxicroak because ultimately I want this thing aligned with my Drifblim since it can do absolutely nothing to Drifblim. Still, Toxicroak's going to win this in the one shield if they are staying in, which it looks like they are. So I'm going to throw the Mud Bomb there, and I'm going to outpace them to the next Mud Bomb. So let's see if they want to give up 2 shields here, or are they that weak to Toxicroak? No, they're going to let it go, and Toxicroak is able to counter down the Escavalier, but they bring in a Surfetched, meaning yes, they are that weak to Toxicroak. Toxicroak. They have no answer for my Toxicroak. I'm going to be able to throw off this Mud Bomb, and they need to throw a Brave Bird or a Close Combat to take out my Toxicroak. Let's see what they're going to throw here. It is the Leaf Blade, which means we survive, but unfortunately we don't make it to the next Mud Bomb. We do get countered down. It's fine though. I can come in with my Drifblim, kind of test the water, see if they have Night Slash or if they are running Brave Bird, but they do have Night Slash. So Night Slash does hit for super effective. It's fine. I can definitely shield up the next one and really probably farm down all the way. So here's the Night Slash. I'm going to be continuing to farm. They're going to be coming in with a Galarian Stunfisk. I do have Focus Blast on my Regirock. I should be able to handle this after I chip it with the Shadow Ball. Now I just need to bank the Icy Wind and catch. But the game says, no, you are not going to catch this Rock Slide, which is super unfortunate because now they're going to be able to outpace me to the Earthquake before I get to the Focus Blast. It would have been CMP, but they would have won CMP, unfortunately. And now I'm going to be very low health. I can build up to 100 energy and throw the Focus Blast. Can't even throw the Stone Edge because it is double resisted. This will take out the Galarian Stunfisk. I need to get to a Stone Edge to take out this Surf Edge. It lights up, but I get countered down as I'm trying to throw it. So that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. My Regirock does not have the best IVs, by the way. It's just one that I had left over from raids. So if you have an actual PvP IV one or just a generally better IV one, you're going to be able to hold on and get off that Stone Edge. Up against a Giratina lead in the next one, I'm going to shoot up the Shadow Ball and going for the Stone Edge. Now, here's what I do in most of these more neutral situations. I always overfarm by as much as I can because I don't want them to know how quickly I'm actually getting to these Stone Edges. So I'm going to throw this next one before they get to the next Shadow Ball. Let's see, they are going to throw up a shield. That's fine by me because of, guess what? Regirock is bulky enough to tank a Shadow Ball with no problem from this Giratina, and I'm going to be able to make it to another Stone Edge. Now, I overfarm by a little bit because I want to be low enough that whatever they come in with doesn't get a ton of farm, but they're actually going to throw up a second shield, and Regirock is an absolute beast and gets to another Stone Edge. Holy cow. That's disgusting. Like, we got both shields off of them, we got switch advantage, and we still got to shield ourselves, so I can come in with Drifblim against this Politoed. Now, this was a tough decision because if they have Blizzard, then I definitely wanted to come in with my Politoed because Blizzard will be one-shotting my Drifblim. And if they have Earthquake, I wanted to be here with my Drifblim. So, tough decision. They did bait me with the Weather Ball in the first one. Hopefully, that means they have Earthquake and they're just kind of playing around with me. But no, they have Blizzard, so well played by my opponent. Going to be coming in with my Toxicroak now. They have Shadow Gramble in the back. These charms are absolutely chunking. I'm going to build up as much energy as possible and throw. I don't want to be in Mud Shot down range, so I did have to throw here before the next charm went through. Can I make it to the next Mud Bomb? I'm there, but is this enough to take out an XL Politoed? Let's see it. Yes, it is just enough to take out Politoed, and Toxicroak takes the game. You love to see it. Alright, into the next one, up against an Alolan Ninetales. Great lead for my Regirock. They're going to be swapping into a Galarian Stunfisk. This is a very common team, guys. Like, my swaps have been so quick when I see this team because I see it at least once a set. So I'm going to be going for the Mud Bomb. 9 times out of 10, they're going to bait with the Rock Slide this first time, and then they will be able to reach an Earthquake. I'm fine with double shielding because I recognize this team. I know how it plays out. So I am able to farm down. Actually, yeah, they went straight for the Earthquake that time, didn't they? So I don't have to go for the second shield. That's even better for me. I can go for the Sledge Bomb against this Alolan Ninetales. They actually no shield, try to call the bait, or I guess they recognized that I was going to be able to reach 2 Sledge Bombs anyways. And now I can go for the Mud Bomb. Let's see if they want to give up a shield here. Yes, they want to give up a shield. And the reason is because they got a Scrafty in the back. And you can see, I already knew. I was already tapping on my Drifblim because Drifblim beats Scrafty in the one shield, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. So let's talk about a few of the core breakers for this team though. Galarian Stunfisk on the lead is definitely tough. Yeah, you can see I queued in the wrong team right there. It's fine. We got the right game here. Galarian Stunfisk on the lead is a little bit tough for my team, specifically because I don't have an XL Drifblim. XL Drifblim can actually beat Galarian Stunfisk by going straight Icy Wind. With my Drifblim, however, I have to land 2 Shadow Balls to be able to beat it. We just can't tank as much damage from those Rock Slides. Alright, so that's one core breaker. The other core breaker is going to be Nidoqueen. And Nidoqueen is very, very tough. I have not found a way to beat Nidoqueen. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's possible. I normally swap into my Toxicroak and just kind of play around. Hopefully that I can eventually get it aligned with my Drifblim, but it's very, very tough. So those are the two core breakers. Any other lead, I haven't really had too much problems with. So up against another Giratina lead in this one, they do let me take them out in the one shield, and they're going to come in with a Lapras trying to farm down, but I make it to another Stone Edge because Regirock is again a beast. Absolutely disgusting. We get their final shield off of them, and now I can come in with my Toxicroak. So they're going to be throwing a Surf here. Toxicroak does not have to worry about the first Surf. It's not too threatening, but if they throw a second one, I will start shielding. So let's see. Yep, they stay in. They're throwing a second one, going to throw up a shield at this point, building up to the Sludge Bomb. I will sludge this Lapras if they continue to stay in, but they swap out into their own Regirock. Okay, that's really cool to see, but that's really bad for my Drifblim because Drifblim does not want to see Regirock because they'll be doing super effective damage with their rock type attacks, and we don't want to see Lapras because of the ice type attacks do super effective damage to Drifblim. So what I'm going to do is chip away as much as I can and then swap just before they are at the Stone Edge. We catch the Stone Edge on Drifblim, and I'm committing to the Hex down here. We get the Hex down, and I'm one Hex away from the Shadow Ball. This will be doing some very, very strong neutral damage against this Lapras, and I should be able to Hex down. It's going to be very, very tight, but yes, we get the Hex down against Lapras, and we take the game. Let's go. All right, moving into the next one, Regirock up against a Scrafty. That's a terrible lead for my Regirock, so I am going to be swapping into Drifblim. Now remember, Drifblim does win against Scrafty in the one shields, even if it's a non-XL Drifblim. So I'm going to be throwing this Icy Wind as soon as I get it, and yeah, that's a little bit awkward because they can always just swap out, clear that debuff, and the Icy Wind isn't actually doing that much damage. Plus, I have to give up a shield on the first foul play, which you never know. Like, they could be baiting off a shield and then swapping to something that completely walls your Drifblim. But luckily, this guy looks like he is going to be playing this one out. So I am going to eat this next foul play. It's going to do less than half of my health. The counters are triple resisted, so there's no hope of them countering me down. So I can go for this next Icy Wind and have them 3 times debuffed at this point. Their foul play is doing less and less each time. Here's the next one. I know I can survive it from this health. Let's see how much it does. It puts me in the red, but that's it. Still, no chance of them countering me down. I'm expecting a catch, so I do over farm, and they do bring in a Jellicent. So I can go for the Shadow Ball here. Let's see if they respect it. They do not. Now I can bring in my Regirock, and one Stone Edge will KO this Jellicent. However, that Scrafty is still alive and at enough health that I am not going to be able to lock on them down. So I want to build up to 100 energy before I throw. And I don't know why they went for Bubble Beam. They should have just gone for the Shadow Ball for more damage, but hey, I will take that every day of the week. Going for the Stone Edge now that I'm at 100 energy. Just a couple more lock-ons. I'm going to make it to another Stone Edge versus this Scrafty. Let's see if they want to give up their final shield. Yes, they do. They're going to be throwing a power-up punch here. No reason to shield it. It's going to do basically no damage. And I'm going to be trying to get out of this matchup as quickly as possible, but they do make it to another power-up punch before I am able to get out. I decide to go ahead and throw up a shield knowing that I can bank a Stone Edge and then swap into my Toxicroak, but in the back they have a Skarmory, so that's pretty tough for me. I mean, Skarmory pretty much walls Toxicroak. Yes, we are doing neutral with the counters, but both charge moves are resisted, Mud Bomb being single resisted, Sludge Bomb being double resisted, and they're doing super effective damage with all of their fast and charge moves. So they're going to be building up to the back-to-back Sky Attacks. They do have to throw or else I will get to another Mud Bomb and take them out. So it comes down to CMP, but if you notice, their CP is 2285, meaning this is not a maxed out Skarmory, and a maxed out Skarmory beats Regirock in CMP. A non-maxed out one though, Regirock is going to take it. So I'm going to be able to throw this Stone Edge, swap into my Drifblim, and I need to get to this Icy Wind to take out this Scrafty, and we make it with 1 HP on our Drifblim. And that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent, man. What a close game. Came down to a CMP and then just a race to get off that final charge move. You love to see it. All right, guys, I've had a ton of fun playing this team, and not only that, like I said, it's helped me climb. It's been very consistent for me, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. But until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.